Alright, so this year I'm not doing with Anime 2103. So I'm doing my top 10 TV shows of 2015 today by myself. So 2015 was a good year for TV. I enjoyed many shows. Some shows fell out of my top 10 from last year. House of Cards fell out. Shows like another show like Doctor Who fell off. I haven't really finished the season, so I can't really say really that much more. So let's get to my top 10. So at number 10, I have The Arrow. Now Arrow, for me, season 3 dropped off a little bit. The storyline with Ra's al Ghul kind of lagged a little. The flashbacks didn't really feel like they mattered. But season 4 so far has really surprised me how much I've liked it. I feel like Arrow is back. He's no longer the Arrow. He's more the Green Arrow. And it's, so far, I really like season 4. That's why it snuck back up to being my number 10 spot. At number 9, Netflix's new show, Jessica Jones. I really enjoy Jessica Jones. I don't like it as much as Daredevil, but I felt like it was a really cool show. I like the main character who plays Jessica Jones. I thought she does a good job. It's being feminist without saying you're feminist. That's the problem with a show like Supergirl is doing. But David Tennant, for me, is the guy that really makes this show really worth watching. His portrayal as Kilgrave is just fantastic. He's just warping everyone's mind, being a puppet master. It's just awesome to see. At number 8, another David Tennant show, Broadchurch. Now, Broadchurch I really enjoyed. This is the second season of Broadchurch, and season 1 storyline, you have the guy, they find out who killed the kid, and now he's being put on trial. And you see how it affects this entire town. David Tennant's performance in this show is really well done, and also he goes back in his past to hunt down people who affected him. I really enjoyed this show, and that's why it's my number 8. At number 7, I have The Man in the High Castle. What The Man in the High Castle does for me personally is it incorporates my two loves. History plus sci-fi. There's a sci-fi element to it, and there's a historical element to it. Pretty much what The Man in the High Castle is the Axis powers of World War II, and they divided up the United States. The Pacific States is Japan, and the eastern side is Nazi area, and then there's a middle zone, which is like the Midwest area, neutral zone, and it's more like the Wild West area. I really enjoyed this show because it had a very sci-fi element to it. I don't really want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but it's a show really worth checking out if you love history and you like it a little sprinkling it with sci-fi. And the performances in the show was really well done. At number 6, you better call this guy because it is Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul was a great show, a Breaking Bad prequel about everyone's favorite lawyer, Saul Goodman. And I have to say, I love this show. The guy who plays Saul is just a great actor. He just knows how to play this character so well. I like seeing the lawyer type style instead of like you see the criminal stuff. I like that there are nods to Breaking Bad, but it doesn't go out of its way to break its back to say, hey, we're Breaking Bad prequel. At number 5, another AMC show in its final season, Mad Men. The final season of Mad Men was a great conclusion to a great show. I really enjoyed Mad Men, and I really liked this season a lot. Don Draper, you give some resolution for his character, and other characters, you feel like you could do another show around these characters in the 70s. And that's why I really enjoyed Mad Men. It was just a great show about a decade, one of the most high times in American history. At number 4, I kind of spoiled it earlier, but my number 4 is Daredevil. Daredevil was a great show. I loved this show. I just felt like this was like the first Marvel show I've liked, because I'm not the biggest fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I just really like Matt Murdock as Daredevil. I really liked this show. It was just so good. The action was really well done. It was really like an R-rated show in the Marvel universe. It's something we haven't done. It feels like the Marvel shows are disconnected from the movies. And what I love to see Daredevil show up in like a Captain America movie, hell yeah. But I don't think that's going to happen, and oh well. I'm kind of fine with it being separate because then we get a lot more fun. I can't wait to see Daredevil season 2 with the Punisher and eventually see a Defender show. This show is really off to a great start. At number 3, this show has fell down a little because I think this most recent season of the show was the weakest season of the show so far. But the show has been pretty perfect in my mind, and that's why my number 3 is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones Season 5 was a good season of TV. It just wasn't my favorite show of the year so far. Because really this is the first season where we're diverting a lot from the books a little, because the next season is either going to be based off the 6th book or it's just not going to be based off the 6th book at all, and the two are just going to be completely different since the 6th book hasn't come out. Come on, George R. R. Martin, finish the dang book. But I really, really enjoyed this show. Season 6. Season 5 was really good. It's still one of the best shows on TV. I look forward to it coming back next year. At number 2, a show that I think has gotten better and better and better is Star Wars Rebels. The end of Season 1 was so good, and then you come back with the Siege of Lothal, bringing back James Earl Jones voicing Darth Vader, which is incredible. And now the Season 2 so far has been really, really good, bringing back the clones from Clone Wars, bringing back Ahsoka. It's just, the show is really reinvigorated a lot of people's fandom of Star Wars, and it's just a great show. And now, my number 1 show of 2015 is The Flash. Now, Flash, I really, really enjoyed. Because, look at The Flash. The Flash is a guy who runs really fast, and he has great villains. You have just great villains. You have Captain Code. You have Heatwave. You have Gorilla Grodd. You have Zoom. You have the Reverse Flash. So many good villains. And what this show introduced, you introduced time travel in Season 1. And now we're introducing parallel universes. You have Earth 2, Earth 1, the multiverse theory. That's in the show. That's always been a comic thing. That's really cool. Grant Gustin, who plays the Flash, does a really great job. They found uses of smaller characters like Iris. She's coming to her own. This show has really picked up, and I really like this show, and that's why it is my number 1 show of 2015. So guys, 2015 was a good year for TV. There are other shows I liked. I really enjoyed the first season of Limitless. I liked Agent Carter of what I've seen so far. I really liked House of Cards Season 3 was really well done. There are just so many good shows. It's kind of hard to put them in the top 10. And as always, this was a biased list for me because I don't see every show. There's so many shows out there that it's too hard to watch them all. So tell me below, what is your top 10 shows of 2015? Whatever they are, comment below, let me know. And as always, guys, if you like this video, click that like button and subscribe to see more. All too easy.